Welcome to this explainer. If you're looking to finally take the absolute headache out of paying your South Jersey gas bill, well, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're breaking down the entire online payment process into a really clear, simple guide. Let's just dive right into it. Are you still struggling with manual bill payments? Finding a stamp, writing out a check, and then just trusting it to the mail, it can be incredibly frustrating and honestly a huge time sink. But what if you could manage those energy expenses effortlessly, literally with just a few clicks? Today, we're making the South Jersey Gas digital portal the absolute hero of your monthly routine. We're talking ultimate convenience, top-tier security, and massive time savings.
So here's our quick roadmap for today. We're going to cover getting started online, navigating the payment portal, making and scheduling payments, alternative payment methods, troubleshooting and security, and wrap it all up with some final tips and a disclaimer.
All right, Section 1, Getting Started Online. Let's get your account set up. If you're a complete beginner to online utility payments, hey, don't worry at all. Setting up your account is actually a super straightforward process, and it is your absolute gateway to taking total control of your billing. To access the very best tools the utility has to offer, you first need to navigate to their official responsive web portal, which they call My Account. And because it's responsive, this unified dashboard adapts perfectly whether you're clicking away on a desktop computer, scrolling on a tablet, or using your smartphone browser. You'll know for sure you're in the right place when you see that official South Jersey Gas logo. Okay, so registration is basically a simple two-stage sequence. First, you create your digital identity, and then you link it to your actual physical gas meter. To kick things off, you'll initiate your profile with basic details, just your email and a password. Second, the system's going to send a token to your email, and you absolutely must enter this token to authenticate yourself. Third, you'll link the database using your specific gas account number and your name. And here's the kicker. It has to be exactly as it appears on your physical bill. Finally, you just verify your contact info and choose your operational opt-ins, like deciding if you want paperless billing. Now, I want to give you a massive pro tip here regarding the absolute most common hurdle customers run into during setup. It's the zip code. During that database linking step we just talked about, you're going to be asked for a zip code. The crucial thing to remember is that you must use your service address zip code. That is the physical location where the gas is actually being delivered. That might be entirely different from your mailing zip code, especially if you use a P.O. box or have a separate billing address. Getting this one little detail right ensures a completely smooth connection. Moving on to Section 2, Navigating the Payment Portal. Let's explore that dashboard. Once you're all registered and logged in, you're going to find that South Jersey Gas actually maintains two primary digital pathways. On one side, you've got the fully featured My Account dashboard. Sure, it requires registration, but it saves all your data, tracks your billing history, and remembers your preferences. It's the whole shebang. On the other side, there's the EasyPay guest portal. Now, EasyPay is strictly a one-time checkout interface. It bypasses registration completely, which means there is zero data persistence. It's not going to save your payment methods for next time, but hey, it's totally perfect if you're just in a rush and need to make a fast, single payment without logging in. All right, Section 3, Making and Scheduling Payments. Time for the execution phase. Now that we know our way around, let's look at how you actually settle those balances. And when it comes to processing fees, you are definitely going to want to pay close attention. South Jersey Gas really promotes low-cost channels. Because of this, if you pay using an electronic fund transfer, which basically just means a draft directly from your checking or savings account, it is 100% fee-free. Love that. However, if you decide to use a credit or debit card, you're going to incur a tiered third-party interchange fee. And just to be clear, the utility isn't profiting from this. That cost is simply passed through directly from the credit card processor. So the big takeaway here? To keep more money in your pocket every single month, always try to use a checking or savings account. Now, for those of us who just love efficiency, you can actually shift away from manual actions entirely and use some awesome set-it-and-forget-it solutions to automate your financial routine. Enrolling in AutoPay is a real game changer. It ensures your balance is drafted automatically right on your due date, which completely protects you from pesky late fees. If you're someone who prefers predictable expenses, you should definitely check out the budget billing plan. It stabilizes your monthly payments into a consistent, flat amount based on your projected annual consumption. And hey, if you happen to be facing financial difficulties, the portal is really helpful there too. It allows you to set up payment arrangements, which typically require a 25% down payment to just help you catch up over time. That brings us to Section 4, Alternative Payment Methods. Let's look at some other ways to pay. Listen, if you really don't want to use the official digital portal, that's absolutely okay. The utility still fully supports traditional methods. You can always utilize their 24/7 automated pay-by-phone system or head over to designated walk-in payment centers if you want to pay with cash. You can even go old school and mail a physical check to their Belmore, New Jersey processing center. Now, we're also seeing a huge rise in third-party bill aggregators and split payment apps lately. Places like Doxo, Defer It, and Pay Later. Essentially, they pay the utility on your behalf, and then you pay them back in smaller installments. But, and this is a big but, we really must issue a strong warning regarding those third-party apps. Platforms like Doxo and Defer It are completely unaffiliated with South Jersey Gas. And because they operate entirely independently, their clearing times can be much, much slower. Using them actually means your payment might experience processing delays of several business days. So think about it. If you are cutting it close to your due date, those delays could very well result in unexpected late fees or, worse, service interruptions. Just proceed with caution there. Okay, Section 5, Troubleshooting and Security. Let's go over some common fixes and give you some peace of mind. Look, even the absolute best systems hit occasional roadblocks, but anticipating them is going to make your experience incredibly smooth. So let's do some rapid-fire practical fixes for the most common issues. If you try to log in and just see a blank white screen, that's usually just high traffic. Just wait a few minutes. Also, for the best performance across the board, always try to use Google Chrome. Now, what if you scheduled a payment but don't see it instantly? Don't panic, you just need to allow 2 to 3 business days for it to actually post visually to your account history. If that validation token email isn't arriving, go check your spam folder right away. And finally, remember that usernames and passwords are strictly case sensitive. Oh, and here's a weird one. If you're given a temporary password that happens to be shorter than 10 digits, you actually have to add zeros to the beginning of it to make it exactly 10 digits long, otherwise it literally won't work. Crazy, right? When it comes to peace of mind, the utility's privacy policy makes their security protocols very, very clear. It states, payment collected on the site is processed by our payment collection provider, known as Bill to Pay. What does that actually mean for you? Well, it means South Jersey Gas doesn't hold your sensitive credit card data directly on their main servers. Instead, all your financial data is securely encrypted and handled by specialized, highly trusted third-party payment collection providers. And finally, Section 6, Final Tips and Disclaimer. Let's wrap this up with some best practices. If you want to truly master this online system, just keep these 4 essential best practices in your back pocket. Number 1, always opt for checking or savings account drafts so you can completely avoid those annoying processing fees. Number 2, make sure to register using the exact name and service zip code that you'll find on your latest bill. Number 3, proactively check your spam folder for that vital authentication token during setup. And number 4, utilize the Google Chrome browser to dodge those white screens and annoying loading delays. And, of course, we do have a quick disclaimer for you. Utility procedures, digital features, and especially third-party processing fees are always subject to change whenever there are system updates. While this explainer provides a really exhaustive foundation, we always advise you to verify the most current terms, fees, and contact numbers directly on the official South Jersey Gas website, just to be absolutely sure. So we'll leave you with this final thought. By transitioning away from manual checks, bypassing those third-party card fees, and setting up intelligent automation through the My Account portal, you are really taking back control of your time. With your payments securely automated every single month, what will you do with the time and money you save? Thanks so much for joining us on this explainer, and hey, happy organizing!